All right, today we are diving into the absolutely incredible 3 billion year story of a single chemical. Seriously, it's a journey that kicks off with the sun, ends up powering pretty much all life on Earth, and lands right inside your brain, tinkering with the very quality of your mood.
So that's the big question, right? How can one little molecule be so powerful that it's at the heart of photosynthesis in plants and the quality of your own life? It seems impossible. But the answer is, well, it's a whole evolutionary epic.
Okay, so let's get into it. Our story doesn't start in the brain. No way. It starts almost 3 billion years ago with this, humble but pretty remarkable amino acid that has this very, very special relationship with light.
Meet tryptophan. This is the essential building block for what will, down the line, become serotonin. And the key to this entire story is that little bit right there, the indole ring. You can think of it as life's original antenna for catching sunlight.
I mean, this simple chemical structure is incredibly ancient, and it's just ridiculously good at absorbing light energy, especially UV and blue light. Its structure is so rich with electrons that when sunlight hits it, it gets all jazzed up, ready to kickstart a reaction. And this is where tryptophan had its first monumental job. That simple act, absorbing a little sunlight and spitting out an electron, that's the very first step in photosynthesis. This one molecule was absolutely essential for powering the most important biochemical process on the entire planet.
Okay, so let's see how this thing builds. For billions of years, life had this direct hotline to the sun's energy. But then, as life split into plants and animals, a huge divergence happened, and it all revolved around this one chemical. And here is the crucial split. Plants basically became tryptophan factories, just constantly churning out this vital, light-catching molecule. But animals? We lost that ability. We became consumers, forced to go out and find our tryptophan in the food we ate. All of a sudden, it created a world of abundance for plants and one of scarcity for animals.
And just how scarce are we talking about for us animals? Well, get this. The skin of a banana contains about 100 times more serotonin, which, remember, is made from tryptophan, than the entire mammalian brain. This fundamental scarcity forced animals down a completely different and way more complex evolutionary path.
So, if this chemical is so important, but suddenly it's super rare, what do? You don't get more of it, you just get smarter with the little bit you have. Animals evolve these incredibly sophisticated strategies to make a tiny amount of serotonin have a massive impact.
And what's really wild is watching this journey from basic chemistry to consciousness. Serotonin's job description just kept expanding, from simple cellular stuff in sponges, to coordinating movement in worms, to managing complex social hierarchies in lobsters, and finally, to fine-tuning higher-level thought in primates like us.
So to manage this, animals developed this brilliant strategy of conservation and amplification. They created this huge variety of supersensitive receptors to pick up even the tiniest amounts. They have all these super efficient recycling proteins, so absolutely nothing was wasted, and they built this sprawling neural network to spread its influence far and wide.
This is just a fantastic metaphor from the source material. Instead of just hitting one specific target like a water pistol, the serotonin system evolved to be like a drip irrigation network, gently and efficiently influencing huge regions of the brain with a very limited supply of, well, in this case, serotonin.
Okay, let's fast forward a few 100 million years and bring this ancient story right into the present day. Because that 3 billion-year-old connection between tryptophan, serotonin, and sunlight, it directly affects you, right now.
And look, this isn't just a theory, it's measurable. Studies in humans show a direct, powerful link. The amount of serotonin your brain makes and uses is directly tied to how much bright sunlight you're exposed to. More sun, more serotonin activity. Less sun, less activity. It's that simple.
And that deep biological link, well, it helps explain a very modern problem. For some people, when the sunlight of winter becomes scarce, so does the very chemical that helps regulate their mood, and that can lead to seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. And this is where we come completely full circle. The most effective treatment for a condition caused by a lack of light is more light. It turns out that light therapy is just as effective as antidepressant medication because it taps directly into that ancient biological pathway that connects light to our brain chemistry. And here's the truly amazing part, the real kicker. The specific wavelength of light that is most effective for treating SAD, it's blue light. That is the exact same color of light that,
billions of years ago, first excited the indole ring of tryptophan to kickstart photosynthesis and begin this entire story.
It just leaves you with this kind of profound thought, doesn't it? That deep connection, forged in the primordial oceans, has never really left us. Our well-being is still tied to that star, and our state of mind might just be an echo of life's oldest and most fundamental relationship, its relationship with light.